This is Sloan again for Apotheosis. Back in the day with a really strong dragon army that's just been crushing every single base for me. It's just been so powerful. But I want to get through a walkthrough example of how to make sure you do your RC charge correctly, because that honestly is the biggest thing people mess up with, and it's the most important thing. You really want to make sure you keep your RC alive for all 13 invis as well as Spirit Fox if possible. If you do, you should 3-star 99% of the time if you get that done. That really is the biggest secret to the attack. Let's get into it. I hope you guys enjoy. So when you're looking at a base, looking at where to RC charge, your thing you're thinking about is okay. So there's furnaces, right? In the CC, you want to make sure the furnaces can get good value. The things that completely counter a furnace is going to be the main thing is the multi-inferno towers. They can't do a thing. There's no chance. Like sometimes a hero can counter furnaces. You place on top of a hero, that could just be annoying, right? That is not detrimental every single time. Now a ricochet cannon, it can be multi-arch tower, it can be, but a inferno tower always. You have to try to get two infernos down if you RC charge if possible. And if you don't get the other one down, your goal is to send your dragons into that inferno tower. That is the biggest goal. But for this base, I'm thinking, okay, I want to get into the center because I can take out these two inferno towers. What would be the best way to do that? Now I'm looking and seeing, okay, so there's a path. The thinnest path is probably through the town hall, but it has Giga Bomb, so it might be the tornado trap right next to Giga Bomb. Because on the town hall, there's Giga Bomb like this, usually it's baited right there. As well as usually the Crusher Mortar is probably baited, and the Fire Spear is usually baited. So if the Fire Spears are baited on this base, if I mess up my pathing, she's gonna go directly into all the bait, and she'll get absolutely crushed, which is not what I want. So my other path is thinking, okay, well if I come in from the bottom to this Inferno, take out these two Infernos, and hopefully the CC, and maybe get the Town Hall. There's a chance I can get the Town Hall from this angle, but it's not for certain. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send it right here into this mortar, into this multi-arch tower. The reason I sent it to the multi-arch tower side instead of the ricochet cannon side, even though they're symmetrical, is that the multi-arch tower, of course, is better air value. So take out the multi-arch tower instead of the ricochet cannon, so you can get better RC charge value. That's what I'm thinking. And for this first one, this first invis, you can drop at when the timer says 6 at the very top, which is a single cycle. Mainly just because there's not enough damage, there's not a scatter shot, the Town Hall Poison, or the Crush Mortar in range, and the heroes are far enough away that work out. Then from there, you want to drop the invis when it says 7 and 3. From here, we just let her path. Try not to be too just overly zealous to the invis redirect. Just kind of let her do what she does and just kind of react to where she's going half the time. Because you have an idea the closest defense can be next to her. Another thing is look at the closest defense is you look at her aura. See how her aura is closest over here? You see how she's basically touching the Builder Hut, the aura, the Electro Boots aura, but this mono is way far away from that. Just think about that. That means she will pass to this Builder Hut next. So you want to invis redirect that whenever you do get her to go towards the mono direction. That's exactly what I do. You gotta think about that and just double cycle the entire time. And if you're able to get a single cycle in the core base, it's really helpful for the clan castle because usually people are gonna have archers in the clan castle. If you get a single cycle, which I believe I did right here, it will pull out the CC archers, and those will pull you into the center of the base to avoid using invis redirect. Very nice trick to use to be able to push directly in there. So you see these archers gonna pull my RC directly in. Look at that. Very nice. Whenever you get a chance, Earthquake after the 3 invis, just so you have extra time to switch back. And I sent the Earthquake to hit everything in the center. Also, if you can hit the Clan Castle, that will allow you to take it out with the aura 9 times out of 10, especially in this mode, because you have level 27 Electro Boots, so you can take out the Clan Castle very easily. And then from there, if you have 2 invis to the Town Hall, and the Spirit Fox alive, you will take out every single Town Hall. If you have 2 invis and the Spirit Fox, you will. So from here, the logic of placing my dragons on this side is because you see how this side's thinned out. There's not really, well, I guess it's kind of thicker in a way, but okay, let me rephrase that a little bit. You see how this side has a nice straight line for the dragons? Send the dragons into the nice straight line. Well, this side is super thin on this, so the siege breaks has nice value taking out this section if possible. That's the idea. Although it can be countered a bit by the heroes. The heroes can put a wrench to that, as well as a scattershot expo combo can put a wrench to that. So that's the rationale there. So I also send the Ice Hound in a way to trigger the Poison Tower away from where I drop the dragons, which is going to be from right about here. And I wait to place the Queen, as well as I make sure I place my baby dragons early because baby dragons are slow compared to Inferno dragons. You want to make sure you place them. And look here, I use the rocket balloons here when the Ice Hound's tanking, so rocket balloons will help cut the funnel with the baby dragons. I take out all the air targeting damage, so the baby dragons are more likely to stay alive. That's why I took out that archer tower there, to make sure my baby dragons can take out this funnel over here. So my dragons, instead of going to the outside of the base, potentially time failing or just getting wrecked by all the damage in the center of the base, their dragons are forced to go into the damage that's hitting them. And when they're forced to go in the damage hitting them, they're all gonna be stacked together. They're stacked together, they're not gonna die. That's the rationale behind that. So it's a very important to use your rocket balloons, your baby dragons to cut the corner of the funnel. And when you're looking to place your queen, looking at where can I hit the giant arrow to hit as many air defenses as possible, or sweeper, or really just anything that's gonna be valuable for the giant arrow. So there's a couple spots. So this air defense is gonna go down. It's just this one and this one. So I could angle it, try to hit these two, and hit the sweeper. That would be ideal. Think about it now, that's not what I did. I just kind of put her in this corner so she would cut the corner of the funnel. I sent a head down for the defending king. Baby dragons make the funnel as well. So she's gonna cut this funnel right here. Ice Golem to help tank, giant arrow, and that's a very nice funnel made on this side. So this corner should be very easy for the dragons to come on through. But a little bit of a disaster up top. I'll tell you why. This top side can't really funnel because these Teslas popped up, so my baby dragons and rocket balloons won't really be able to easily kind of take out this section. My dragons are starting to get into the heavier air damage, slash I saw air traps pop up, so I just kind of popped the warning bow to keep them alive. Also, that one gig bomb on one dragon is very, very nice. I didn't even realize that. The queen, she does die a little bit early. Well, I do have the unicorn on her because 9 times out of 10, the unicorn is going to be better value than the frosty. The frosty can really, really help out, especially if you place her on a ricochet cannon. But if you just don't place her on a ricochet cannon, it won't be any difference. As well as you have an ice golem. The ice golem puts in some major work. It really, really does. The ice golem is OP with this. It's very, very nice. But also, I used the big dragon back over here to cut the funnel back through here. So the queen managed to cut this funnel over here. So you can see how the baby dragons took out this section. The queen took out this section. And all these dragons have been able to stay in one big clump of each other with the minion prince the entire time. And the mini prince be able to stay behind them too. So he's just been tanked. And that's why you want to have the Dark Crown. Because he's just a one-man army here. He's just doing so much, so much, so much back behind these dragons, just not dying. As well as the Dark Orb, about to angle it to get onto the sweeper. If there's ever a sweeper, you have a Dark Orb, angle that thing. Now the furnaces in this base in particular didn't get too much value, mainly because the heroes combined with the ricochet cannon kind of took out the P.E.K.K.A.s so quickly. We took out the heroes though, which is very, very important. But from here, the minion prince just kind of does his thing, right? And looky here, the bait was on the ricochet cannon side. We avoided that completely just by going on the multi-arch tower side. So if you just attack like you're using dragons and not root riders for your RC charge, you're probably not going to get baited. I know so many bases I avoided being baited just because I'm not going for the same approach as someone with root riders, and bases are baited root riders. So it makes this army so, so powerful for almost every single base. And I just love it. It's so, so nice. When you break it down like that, you really get to understand it a lot better. Alright, this base. Heavy, heavy, heavy core. That's what we want to get into. So you gotta find a way to make sure we push into there. But also I'm thinking, okay, multi-arch towers 1, 2, 3. So what if we just came in through the town hall? It is a little thick because there's a couple layers of defense to get in there. But it looks like an easy redirect to get in there. We'll at least get 2 Infernos, town hall, and the hook. So you know what? We should be set. We should be. I'm gonna do 6 in this first invis just because there's not enough damage here. There's not enough, so we'll be chilling. After that, we're gonna have to do 7-3 though. And those archers might pull us in nicely. They just might. I don't see any builder huts either, so you know what? Earthquake away, 7-3 now, because I don't want hit by the town hall poison. Those archers should pull me in, right? We get into the multi-gear. Alright, alright. Spear Fox still alive, still chilling. 7. Okay, we're pulling back. And then 3. Okay, Spear Fox, rip the fox. What in the world? Alright, let me invis redirect back into the town hall. 2, 3, 4. We'll haste. Alright, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we'll take out the rocket loons. Now pull us into right where we need. Okay, that'll pull us into 1 Inferno and the hook, which is good. When it invis over the Inferno, just hope we get to the hook. Alright, nice. So I might only end up getting 1 Inferno. Also, I don't know why my voice right now sounds so, like, saliva filled. Maybe just come a little bit sick, but that'll be okay. Siege barracks up top. We're gonna go directly into here. We got the Ice Hound for the tank. We got the dragons. We're spreading the dragons out. And we're gonna make sure we use our baby dragons help funnel. Make sure. Where's the last air defenses? Back through here. We got ricochets there, though. Those are just gonna be annoying, aren't they? We'll use Headhunter for that defending queen. We're gonna use baby dragons help cut the funnel here. I mean, rocket balloons and baby dragons help cut the funnel. I'm gonna ice golem and then giant arrow, take out the air defenses. I'm gonna warn ability. I use the giant arrow here because it was lined up and because I want to deal with the ricochet cannons as much. Because those are very, very annoying, very frustrating to deal with. They really are. Minion Prince, I'm gonna use his ability through this heavy, heavy air damage section, which includes the Minion Prince, the Inferno, King, and to deal with the monolith. Well, his top side is a little bit countered, not even gonna lie. A little bit. Use a rocket balloon and a minion. Oh, a rocket balloon and a minion to help deal with the multi-arch tower, help cut the funnel up top. We'll also use a rocket balloon for the wizard tower to help cut that funnel. Then we'll use some archers to help cut the funnel as well, while our minion prince just pushes into the back end heavy air damage, which is going to be the multi-arch tower, which we will take out pretty easily through here. So our queen, I really like this down here. Ideally, I placed her on the side of the siege bricks up top. That ricochet cannon was just so much damage, and she was so helpful to help push the funnel, to push the dragons into the heavy core of the base, which included two multi-inferno towers, which we did miss. We missed those of the RC charge, because they ended up getting the fox killed early, and she couldn't quite get as deep as we wanted. And she started going out far, so you know what? It'll be okay. We'll have the minion prince full HP, furnaces coming on through, be a nice and easy 3-star for us. Nice and easy. That's what we like to see. That is exactly what we like to see. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, this base. I see one, two, three in the Infernos. So we want to take out this section with the Royal Champion for sure. Because two multi-Inferno towers, a big, big issue. But I think I want to try coming from the side push in. That's what I want to do. So if I can come in from like right here and push left, we should be set. Actually, directly into the mono and then push left. Please go left, actually. I can single cycle this first one. 6. We'll take it out, and hopefully she goes left, but she might just go right. If she does go right, that would be okay, but left is ideal. Okay, now we're going to do 7-3. We'll keep the Spear Fox alive. Looks like there can't be too much bait inside of here, so we should be chilling. I mean, like, there can't be too much Giant Bombs locations. there can't be. And with the Giga Bomb in the Poison Tower section, makes it even more likely that the Poison Tower is going to have the Giant Bombs and have the bait, which is why I also want to come in from the side like this. I could try a single cycle here, but I'm not sure I am or not in the Tunnel Poison, and I don't want to risk that. That'd be tragic if I did risk it and I was not in the Tunnel. I was in the Tunnel Poison range. Just 7-3, Earthquake in front of us. Now we're going to take out this one Inferno, take out the Poison Tower. We are going to save the haste for a little bit. A little bit. I'm actually going to pop the Invis Redirect and push myself directly into this Inferno. That's why I use that Invis Redirect. So I want to make sure I get the Inferno. Spear Fox might just die here, but we do get the Inferno, and we should get the Scatter Shot. Nice. Siege Barrack should be lined up to help take out that Town Hall. We'll send the Dragons in before, just because the fact that, look over here. Oh, we're going to send Archers to help tank these Rocket Balloons. Because we don't need to use the Hound early. Look at that. We got space. We got space. I'm using Archers over here just help tank for these Rocket Balloons. Okay, we should be good. And now for the air defenses. We got them right through here. Oh, this can be tricky to try to angle. Really will be. Need a baby dragon to help funnel better as well. Warn ability, just because there's a whole bunch of damage coming on through. How can I get these air... Oh, okay. I can now. The main thing I was worried about was that Royal Champion kind of blocking up the air defense angle for the giant arrow. So that's been a little bit tricky. Minion Prince ability, unfortunately, does not get too much value there. But you will take out the multi-inferno tower, which is nice. We can use the baby dragon here. Use 3 multi-rocket balloons for this multi-arch tower. Help take that out. Just cut the funnel back through here. That'll keep the queen alive. We can send a hunter in for that defending minion prince. Our own minion prince is chilling. We'll send a rocket balloon for this archer tower for minion behind it. Rocket balloon back through here. Try to take some out. I'm going to try to make sure we get through some of that damage through there. That Crusher Mortar, we need that down. That Ricochet, we need that down. This should be a 3-star, although definitely a very, very nasty attack. However, we delayed the queen mainly just because we want to make sure she got value. And this is ideal why you want to have her on the siege barrack side, because she can clear out that side for you, especially if your dragons do end up dying inside a poison tower, rage tower section like this. She's able to clear up this entire backside for us. I use those rocket balloons to help take out that multi-arch tower to help eliminate the damage. I used the baby dragon to help tank for the rocket balloons. So I kind of used everything just in tandem there to help out on that back end. Was it a clean attack? No, but it did work out. That's all that matters. Alright, this base. Whenever I see the Infernos right here, that tells me, okay, I probably want to go into the Town Hall just because the sweeper's right there. However, I can risk it. Actually, you know what? I'm feeling risky. I'm feeling risky. RC right here into the Wizard Tower. Giant Arrow here. Push in here. RC will come in through here. I treat like an invis base to take out the Town Hall. That's my goal right here. Alright, Giant Arrow, take out these defenses. Nice. I'll do 6 of this invis because we can single cycle. And then from here, we're just going to make sure we take out this mortar, 2 rocket balloons for it. Then we'll do 6 right here just because we can. We'll invis redirect. And she goes for the queen, bro. Why are you going for the queen? She should have went for the mono if it wasn't for the queen. Alright, that's not ideal. Alright, we just make sure we push in. Just 7-3. We get into this base. Make sure we try to earthquake the town hall as well. Invis redirect. 7, pop the haste. And now we're gonna do 3. There's just an ice golem back there on the wall. Okay, please go back for the sweeper. Please go back for the sweeper. Okay, she does. All right, 7. We will get the town hall. And we should get the clan castle. I think so. And then 3. Just because we'll be on the clan castle for so long. As long as you have 2 invis, you will be able to get to the town hall if you have the spear fox alive. You just do 7 and 3, and we will get to the clan castle. Nice. Nice. Okay, that was good value. Very good value. So from here, I'm just going to send the ice golem back through here. I mean, ice hound back through here. The dragons. Siege barracks back to the right side. Use baby dragon to funnel. Baby dragon to funnel. I'm wondering if I should have just sent the ward ability into this rage tower. I'm thinking sometimes that's good, sometimes, but I didn't in this case. And I'm not using baby dragon out here on the outside, mainly just because of the fact that the royal champion pulled the baby dragon. I just didn't feel like dealing with that. I didn't feel like that. And I'm kind of betting on my dragon splitting a little bit as well, which would definitely help out. So we're just going to save this ward ability for this back end. That's what we're going to do. We'll drop some archers to help clean up. And this ground damage, just this ice golem is just banging on the wall by itself. If my minion prince gets targeted, I'll pop the warden ability, but right now, I'm not worried about it. Yeah. Yeah, he's just chilling through there. Okay, that's nice. We will get through this ricochet cannon. I'll send the rocket balloons back through there just to help out for that air defense. And with warden ability, minion prince did get targeted by a black air bomb, so you know what? We'll do that. Minion prince ability through all of the damage. All of it. All of it. We use a baby dragon, try to tank for black air bombs, or just tank for anything. Honestly. He can tank for anything back through there. We'll be able to get through this rage tower here in a second. And we can drop some more cleanup archers. What about minions? Can we drop minions out in the wizard tower range? It's not. Nice. That ice golem was kind of worthless, I'm not gonna lie. It was banging on the wall for 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes, actually. Minion Prince, he's on the best air defense in the game right now. The defending king. He just stays there for so long that he just is an absolute menace. That king has 14,000 HP in this mode. 14,000. It doesn't end. So from here, our Minion Prince, we just kept him alive the entire time. He's just a one-man army. People say, why don't you use Dark Crown? I mean, the Meteor Shower. Why don't you know what it's called? It's just so bad compared to the Dark Crown. He's able to just be a one-man army for the entire back end. He's just so powerful with the Dark Crown. I don't even know what that equipment's called anymore because it's not as good as this. Dark Crown's OP. All right, this base. This one, it's annoying. It's very annoying. However, what you do is just kind of just finesse your way in. What I did last time I really got it was I giant arrowed out this air defense here. And I RC'd right here. So I'm going to do that. RC, giant arrow. Is she lined up? No, how do I miss that? Okay, 6. Need here to take out that air defense. Okay, giant arrow. I mean, queen. Do it, do it, do it. 7. All right, we are going to hit a lot of the bait here, but that's okay. And then 3, invis redirect. She's not go. Do not go that way. She was supposed to go to the mono, bro. We can still recover. We can still recover. 7. No panic. No panic. No panic. 3. All right, so she's in the center. We'll earthquake through the center. She will get into that inferno. She should go to the town hall. Yes. 7. She should go left. Right. And then 3. All right, she's taking her way. She's making her path. We'll have 4 invis for this town hall, it looks like. Invis redirect to the left, right? All right, perfect. Then we could just do 7 and 3. And we'll be able to haste. We are going to be able to get into this town hall stuff. 2 invis left. Nice, nice, nice. 7. And then she's going to go down, right? 3. So she gets some decent value. She really does. All right, and so for that point, I think I just want to send the siege barracks onto this bottom side. And I'll send this ice hound. I'll send these dragons. I'll use a baby dragon, and I'll send the rocket balloons in for that mono. We're just going to take out the mono. We're just going to cut the funnel as well. Alright, these ice golems are going to be annoying. They really are. So we'll have the rocket balloons in with us. They'll be in with our army, and they're going to help tank for the air mines. Okay, that's good. Alright, looks like I got to use a baby dragon here too, and archers. We'll have the warn ability for deeper into the heavier air damage for that poison tower, it looks like. Unfortunately, not cut the funnel too well up top. The ice golem is still being a menace. So warden ability, we'll get quite a bit of the dragons in there. Alright, ice golem does go down, luckily. Now we just have to make sure we get through this multi-archer tower and this defending queen. Then we should be home free. Well, minion prince ability, it misses. I missed the minion prince ability. That's the main thing I needed. That was the main thing I needed. Headhunter helped try to take out the defending queen. Firemite should help as well. Minion prince, he will go down. Okay. Now, the minion prince ability was not very good. It was not very good. But luckily, my giant arrow, it missed this close air defense, but it did hit this far air defense, which is really nice. Now I just need my minion prince to take off. I had his ability right here, this would be an easy 3-star 100%. However, now we have to just make sure we have enough. We have to hope. We have to hope. We should. We should. Multi-arch tower should go down here. Fire mites should be able to take out this X-bow. I mean Tesla. Tesla. But that defending king is going to take up so much time here. It might be enough. Oh, actually, no. Fire mites pull him away. So the minion prince should be able to take out the air defense for the he gets to the king. So he will survive. Yep. Tesla goes down. No more air damage. No more air damage. Okay, we did it. We did it. This base is evil. If you don't use your queen like that to carve out this funnel, you are going to fail. I'm just gonna be honest. If you don't do it like that, you are gonna fail. I haven't found any other way to 3-star this base with dragons if you don't use your queen to funnel for you. You're just gonna fail because you're not gonna path her in properly without her hitting every single giant bomb and killing a spear fox instantly. So yeah, you have to use your queen on this base. Whether the mono's out here or the mono's right here, it's the same pathing, almost same bait every time. So yeah. This base, I see two Infernos in this core, multi-arch tower. I gotta get into this core. That's what I'm thinking. I also see this Town Hall side. It looks relatively thin. It looks like one of the thinner outsides to get in there, although it could be thick if there's Teslas. But I think it looks like a very good chance to push in there, as well as if I use a giant arrow through this right here, an RC from there, I could get some pretty good value for the RC to get her in there quicker. And I could do 6. All right, a spear fox. Why did the spear fox get hit of all things? Really, mono? Really? Really? Okay. Now just do 6 for this invis as well, because it looks like we are gonna have the town hall tanking, which is nice, which is very, very nice. All right, we'll get to that defending king as well. Now we'll do 7. All right, spear fox, you'll get in there, and then we'll do 3. That should push us into the inferno, into the town hall, and that will take us into the center. Now that is very, very, very nice for us. I'll do 7. I'll earthquake in front of us, and then I'll do 3. Spear fox should be good. All right, nice. I missed one of the infernos. That's fine, because we'll be able to get it with the RC. We still have 7 invis and the haste file left. All right, this is huge. Okay, we killed the spear fox. I was not paying attention. That's my bad. All right, I'm gonna pop the haste. That should archers should pull us into the rest of the base. I think so. Yep. All right, nice. Now I gotta make sure I don't focus. I'm getting a little bit unfocused here. And unfocus is when you make mistakes. I don't want to make mistakes. We took out all the air defenses as well, and we took out a multi-arch tower. So from here, it's just one air defense actually. Never mind. We'll siege barracks on this side. That'll help out. We'll trigger that poison tower. We'll send the ice hound. We'll send the dragons in. This should be wraps. This should be. As long as they don't choke it, we'll be fine. I'll rocket balloon out this archer tower to help cut the funnel. Help cut the funnel. We'll get through here. These ice golems we have to make sure we drop archers for. Minions help funnel as well. We're going to warn ability a little bit early because we're going to poison and that sweeper, and it's just knowing with the defending queen there as well. We'll send some archers to help deal with these ice golems. Just because they're a menace. They're an absolute menace on your army. And we'll have the minion prince. I think we'll pop his ability on this poison tower. I think so. Just because he'll get deep in there and pop the defending minion prince as well. And at that point, once the dragons are tanking, we can send the rocket balloons into the multi-arch tower, help take that out. I really would like to have rocket balloons on this ricochet, but I think it'll be fine. This headhunter, not really going to get much use for us today. We could have used it on this defending king initially, but the headhunter would take out the defending king, would have ran all the way into the center base, probably lure out ice golems, which, is not my MO. I don't want to lure out ice golems. I'm in the middle of an RC charge. So avoid using headhunters in the middle of RC charges because they very will and very likely are probably going to lure out some ice golems, and your RC gets stuck on those. That can ruin your attack. It very much can. So I really think this is a nice approach to the space. I really do. I did not imagine the queen getting that much value. The giant helping take out the town hall and the infernos like that. I really just found that she would be nice to use an invis instead of using invis to help redirect. She had a nice double air defense lined up right here. That's what I was mainly looking at. And she would help cut this funnel in the corner. I can't even speak right now. I'm just so unfocused. I can't even speak. But yeah, I really like that. Whenever you have to get into the center, when you have to, using your queen works out. It's just like the same logic of an invis base. All the value is in the center of that base. If I use my queen to help push into the center of an invis base, it's worthwhile. It's the same thing for this. That's the same concept. Just think about that. Alright, this base. So once again, we gotta get into the center of this base. A box style base as well, so I really like to use a giant arrow for those. All right, all right. So multi-arch tower this side, this side, this side. Crusher this side. So probably baited up here. So we use the giant, the queen, I mean the RC right here, push in like this. Giant arrow from here. That should be good. All right, so RC, queen, we're gonna line her up. We're gonna do 6 for this invis. She's lined up. All right, that should help snipe out that section of the base. That should help us push in. All right, now we're gonna do 7-3. We came from this left side because the queen side is less likely baited. World champion side right there. And this side does not have the crusher mortar. Crusher mortar side's more likely baited. So we kind of combine those two together to give us a chance to realize this left side is probably not baited. So we're going in there, which is exactly what we're doing. And it looks like it's not baited. We're gonna earthquake. We're gonna make sure she does not go back out, but she might. We're gonna do 7. She might go back down. That's okay. Then we'll just do 3. That should push her into the builder hut. Yep. And then we can pop the haste. Now she's going to move quick and hopefully into the town hall. All right. 7. Spear Fox should get in. Right. And then we'll do 3. Invis redirect. That should push her up. Perfect. We'll get the Inferno, the multi-town Archer Tower as well. Nice. Okay. That's good. That's really, really good. And which way from here? She's going back this way. All right. Can the aura take out the CC? It will. Perfect. And we will trigger the poison. We'll send the siege bricks on this bottom side to help cut that funnel. And we're going to send the Ice Hound up top. We use the rocket balloons on that multi-inferno tower. We also going to use our Baby Dragon's help funnel. Baby Dragon help funnel. We'll send 1, 2, 3 for that Inferno. That Minion Prince is there. Look, there's the bait. There's the NATO. So the multi-gear, I mean the Crusher Mortar was baited. We use another rocket balloon to help out. And we'll just pop this Warner ability because that's big air damage through here. We use the Siege Bricks at the bottom because we didn't want to send directly to the Queen. That would just kind of tank out our Fire Mites, which would not be very nice. And we sent in the very corner because there's a mortar right here. We didn't want it to get hit or anything. Another Baby Dragon help funnel. We got 1 rocket balloon. We want to make sure our Minion Prince does not get killed by a giant, air bomb or something on his pathway into this back end, which is very, very heavy. We'll send some archers, headhunters, minions. Just try to all take out this defending queen. Just do a little bit. Minion principally we have to pop it early just because he's getting targeted and because he's lined up before, he dies or anything. Fire spitter will go down. This 1 rocket balloon, where can we use it is going to be the question. It's going to be pretty vital here, I think. We should be able to take out this air defense, I think, with these fire mites. I think the rocket balloon for that air defense is the best value because it'll help take it out before the other dragons can get there. Nice. And our dragons will easily fly through this monolith. Okay, there we go. There we go. Initially, I wanted to drop 4 rocket balloons on this, what is it called, this Inferno, but I only did 3 because I thought it'd be tanked enough that wouldn't matter. But we had the Minion Prince there, so I took it out. But you know what? We overkilled the base. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy. We had to get into this core, so we used our queen to push in. And we realized the Crush Mortar side's probably baited, as well as the World Champion side's probably baited, so we avoided all the bait on the queen side as well as the multi-gear side. So little things like that you gotta think about. They really do add up and they really do help out. All right, this base, all the heavy damage in this section. So we're gonna make sure we go through here. We can single cycle the first invis only. We don't have to double cycle the rest of that. We probably have to have the NATO right here, right here, right here. Probably have to pull her back in, redirect, to get to the other side of the Infernos. But if we can do all that, we should be set. And we got some nice giant arrow locations as well, wherever's needed. There's some, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So yeah, 256 is first invis. She's not in the minion prince range either, so he's not gonna like pull her too much or anything. And we'll be sure to just earthquake in front of us. Earthquake might be a little bit soon, especially if there is a NATO, just because of the fact that those builder huts can get some nice value. We're gonna have to invis over this Tesla and just push her back in. All right, she gets in. She will get the Tesla out the aura. Okay, we have to make sure we keep her in here. That can be a little bit tricky. That can be a little bit tricky. Just 7-3 though. And she might try going for that ricochet. We'll probably have to use another redirect to push her back towards the right. And I'm not going to haste because there could be a NATO in here. I'm not going to waste my haste. Nope, I'm not doing that. I've done that before. Not worth it. That invis redirect was not necessary, but you know what? Rather be safe than sorry. Just 7-3, and now we can haste after this. Because we are going to be inside this entire center. We take out all these Infernos, take out the scatters. We still have 2 more invis left. Nice. Inferno go down with the aura, which invis over it. It looks like we're not going to take out really much more value here, so we'll just kind of just let her do her thing. Those extra invis redirects were not as appropriate as they could have been. Siege bricks on that left side. Send the Ice Hound in. Send the dragons. Alright, dragons coming on through. Make sure we baby dragon a funnel. We're going to use another baby dragon a funnel up top. So from here, for our giant arrow, where can we use it? I mean, I like to hit this angle. If I can hit these 2 air defenses, yep, we're pretty much set. Because from there, I can just make sure I have my warden ability to get through this town hall section. It's really just his back and we use some rocket loons for. some archers that help deal with those ice golems. Well, Warren ability now, just because it's taking some damage. Baby Dragon, actually use those rocket balloons for that archer tower, because that'll help cut the funnel up top. Because from there, the dragons aren't going to like pop out of the base anymore, luckily. Also, we might need some more archers for this ice golem, and a minion there too. Minion Prince ability help us get through the mono section. Alright, rocket balloons for that sweeper, because that sweeper is being a menace, and I don't like dealing with that. I really don't. Headhunter as well. Minion Prince. Okay, that multi-archer air fence not going down is kind of tragic. It really is. Hmm. This last minion, we're gonna have to save it. Multi-archer eventually goes down. Minion Prince, unfortunately, he was our plan for this back end, unfortunately. But he's not there, is he? No, he's not. That multi-archer is just now going down. That air defense is just now about to go down. And these fire mites might be too little too late. Hmm. What can this minion do is gonna be the question. Because unfortunately, we failed. I think wasting our invis on the redirects kind of got us rather been safe than sorry. Because Minion Prince, you need to get back through here. And I think I need to use my rock balloons for the sweeper a lot sooner because my Minion Prince will be able to get back through here as well. Just a little bit too late, right? Oh well. Mistakes do happen. We'll just get into the next one, right? We'll just get into the next one. This base, heavy core. I think on this one I've attacked it before. Yeah, I have. Okay. What I've done in the past is just come in directly from the very top and just kind of push in, take out the Town Hall and then Infernos, take out all three Infernos. I've overkilled before. So I'll do that again this time. That's also Kingsman, okay. I can do 6 in this first invis because not enough damage here. Now, Spear Fox is going to be hit by the multi-mortar. That's okay, because the multi-mortar shoots so quickly, but it doesn't do enough to really be much of a nuisance, to be honest. And now we're going to do 7 and 3 just because we don't want to risk it. Sometimes the NATO is right there on that Giga Bomb. Sometimes in the buildings like this, Giga Bomb and the NATO are right next to each other like that when they're touching. So you very well could hit it. Very well could. Just doing 7-3, not doing anything risky, not doing anything too fancy. Just kind of going through with it. And then 7. All right, Spear Fox, get in there. And then 3. So I'll invis redirect right here, invis redirect right here, pop the haste. Then I'll invis over. All right, so now we're in, and we're going to do 5 for this invis. We can earthquake through this entire center, take it all out. Still have 2 invis left. We'll take out the town hall, take out everything. There we go. In this base in particular, I like to use the double invis redirect. I don't know why, but on one time I attacked it, I did that and it worked out really well, so I do that every single time now. And you see, it does work out pretty well. We'll send the siege bricks up on this top side, just because the air fence is here, and it's easier to deal with. Send the ice hounds and the dragons in. Alright, we'll make sure we cut the funnel with the baby dragons. We'll use some rocket balloons for this air defense too, because the ice hound's going to tank, and those rocket balloons get some nice value through there. Should have popped a little bit sooner at the freeze, but that's okay. We'll use, where can we, oh, we gotta make sure we use archers for these ice golems. Yeah, definitely. We'll have the warn ability back through here. We'll use it here soon. And what about this giant arrow? Is that one last thing? Yeah, try to hit this air defense and sweeper. There we go, warn ability, heal that back up. We use baby dragon, try to get this archer tower. We'll drop some cleanup down at the bottom. For these rocket balloons, where can I use them is going to be the question. I think this multi-arch tower, whenever there's enough tanking, will be good. The Minion Prince, I'll probably pop his ability through the Minion Prince, just because that's the best spot. Yeah, pop right through there. Alright, that also help the Giant, because the Ricochet Cannon is going to be lower. Nice. Rocket balloons, just multi-arch tower. It won't take it out, I don't think. I don't think. 3, it can, but they're so far. Mine, oh, it's low. Okay, it's good. Oh, this is overkill. This is overkill, overkill. Thank you, Kingsman, for having a common base. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, whenever the core is so heavy, you have to get into there. And it's just the path that I found for this base works out so well. I think we still got like 8 dragons up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, thanks, Kingsman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7? Yeah, 6, 7, 6, 7. There we go. We did unfortunately only go plus 310 a day. I keep trying to get that 320. I keep trying, but it's not happening. It's not happening. Yesterday, not quite either. Day before that, what was another 310 day. It's just mistakes. They happen. They stack up. We gotta just make sure to be better, just do better, make sure everything goes right. You know what? Mostly went right today, mostly. However, that one fail does happen. However, it's all good. It's all good. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, appreciate if you guys like, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.